We are less than 24 hours away from the overager trade deadline for the Ontario Hockey League and less than 48 hours to go until the OHL trade deadline. And we've got a couple more moves to talk about. The first one coming through were the Ottawa 67s trading Kaleb Lawrence to the London Knights. The London Knights finally making a move ahead of the OHL trade deadline. They've been a little quiet. I know that fans are usually expecting the Knights to make a splash when they're looking to be competitive in that Western Conference, but this year it feels a little different. They've already got a pretty good team. They got a lot of depth, and right now they're taking advantage of the Ottawa 67s and the fact that they have 4 overagers in their lineup after they picked up Sam Maillet from the Peterborough Petes yesterday. So for Kaleb Lawrence, he's a centerman, 6'6", 221 pounds. He is a big center. And the Knights, already familiar with Kaleb Lawrence as he played with the Owen Sound Attack in the last couple of years. He was traded to Ottawa at the start of the season. And since coming over from Ottawa, Lawrence, 10 goals, 8 assists, 18 points in 30 games. But a lot of fans have been wanting a little more from Kaleb Lawrence. But, you know, he is a big body. He's got that net front presence. And he does have a physical mean streak to him, too. So the London Knights, I think, are getting a great overager. However, now the Knights have 4 OAs in their lineup. But I think it's going to be an easy decision for them because this trade might signify that Ethan McKinnon won't be returning after dealing with an injury. He's been out since October 12th. So it's been a tough go for McKinnon, who's been trying to get back in the London Knights lineup. So now we've got Kaleb Lawrence joining the Knights. And this kind of adds a little more depth to the rivalry between London and Owen Sound because not only did Lawrence previously play for the Owen Sound Attack, but Owen Sound, last week, they picked up Sam McHugh, who happens to be the brother of Max McHugh, who plays with the London Knights. So you've got the McHugh brothers who are going to be going head-to-head in that rivalry, and now Kaleb Lawrence, a chance to play against his former team in the Midwest Division. So that's some exciting stuff happening right now for the London Knights. And going back to Ottawa is an 8th round pick. So I think this is a good pickup for the Ottawa 67s. Mind you, they're not getting as much back as what they gave Owen Sound earlier this season in their deal, but still getting a draft pick for Kaleb Lawrence is probably something they'd like to take, considering you can only have 3 overagers after tomorrow's deadline. Now, there was only one other trade to report so far this afternoon. The Windsor Spitfires trading Roberto Mancini to the Flint Firebirds. This one surprises me. Windsor, they acquired Mancini in the Rodwin Donizio trade earlier this year, which saw Donizio and Alex Christopoulos head to the Saginaw Spirit. So for Mancini, he's a stay-at-home defenseman. He's not going to rack up the points, but he's that calming presence on the blue line. And he's also got that physical edge, which I think the Flint Firebirds are looking for because the Firebirds, they're sending 2 draft picks to Windsor. That includes Brantford's 2nd-round selection and Flint's 3rd-round pick in 2027. So they're paying big for the services of Roberto Mancini. And if you're trading within the division for Windsor, you might as well be having the high demands because Mancini is a solid defenseman. The Flint Firebirds, they gave up 10 goals in their game against the Ottawa Generals over the weekend. So defense is lacking right now. And I think Mancini will come in and help settle things down a bit. But what's also interesting is the fact the Windsor Spitfires are chasing Flint for that final playoff spot in the Western Conference. The Spitfires, 5 points back, if I'm not mistaken, behind Flint right now in that race. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Obviously, the Flint Firebirds looking to the future, but at the same time wanting to be competitive in the Western Conference and try and get into the playoffs. Right now, they're trying to fend off both Sarnia and Windsor, the 2 teams that are on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoffs. So those are the 2 trades early this afternoon. If there are more trades today, I'll definitely be posting a video. But if not, I'll save the video for tomorrow. So those are the 2 trades right now. Let me know in the comments section down below your thoughts on these 2 moves and any other moves that maybe have happened. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And again, that OHL trade deadline live stream, it's ready to go 8:30 Wednesday morning as we take a look at what happens around the OHL as we gear up for that OHL trade deadline at noon on Wednesday. So again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again soon.